see at the back of the...
Do you need microphone?
I can...
Yes. What is that writing? We want to wait to get the battery. Is there battery in the drawer there? Usually they put extra battery in the drawer there. Any extra battery?
Okay, we try. So maybe
that's better.
anyone please get some more battery. Okay, we are from group 6. So first of all, the whole session will be video recorded, and we are going to upload it to YouTube. We will email to you when it's ready. So please, you better behave yourself. Don't do silly things like digging your nose or scratch your butt or sleeping, because maybe our cameraman will randomly zoom into your face. Who knows? Okay, and we are going green now, not because of any environmental issues, just because we are talking about Pakistan, and we know that Pakistan flag is green. Okay, so our topic is consumption standard.
So we are going to talk about the article with the title of Consumption Style among Young Adults Toward Their Shopping Behavior and Empirical Study in Pakistan. This article written in 2012, last year, by 3 PhD students at IIT University, Karachi, Pakistan. They are Rehan Azam, Danish Muhammad, and Sulaiman Sheikh Akbar.
Well, you know, we prepared this for this handsome gentleman. Sorry, doctor, we cannot get any better picture on the net, so this is the best that we can pick. Okay, next please. We are from group 6. These are our awesome member. My name is Delil Khairat on the top. My matric number and also my Twitter, if you like to tweet me. And then we have Brother Hashim Sinti with Twitter as well. Brother Zain Osman here with the cartoon face. And then we have the handsome Brother Irfan Soleh. And then we have Nur Hafiza, then Ifa, and Taunkan. And we also like to thank to Brother Grandis, our cameraman. Grandis is from an organization called ISEFIT, Islamic Economic Forum for Indonesian Development. So I think he's Indonesian, huh? Thank you, Grandis. Okay, next please. Well, Pakistan. You know, it's very sad to say that when someone say the word Pakistan, our perception always negative. You know, it's not only about individual. Even the corporate also have negative perception on Pakistan. And I experienced myself. I was working in the Middle East for 3 years for a reinsurance company. Unfortunately, this is global reinsurer, and I was responsible for Pakistani market. I'm supposed to visit Pakistan market, my market, at least once a year. And what happens, when I planned the visit, everything set, ticket, visa, everything set, and then somehow there was a bomb blast somewhere in the North Pakistan or in the border to the Afghanistan. And then normally the office would say, stop, you know, cancel your trip to Pakistan. So that's so bad. And then at the end, finally, I managed to visit Pakistan just this January actually. I visited Karachi and I was amazed with Karachi. So it's really changed my perspective about Pakistan. They are lovely people. I think we have one Pakistan here, Fahad. And lovely people, they are friendly. I enjoy interacting with them. And I went to one shopping mall in Karachi. I just feel like in KLCC actually, not much different. Okay, next. So we try to switch the perception now. Maybe some of you still think that Pakistan is all about bombs.
7 others injured in a fresh strike in
Okay, so sorry about that. I'll continue later.
American drones reportedly fired 10 missiles into several targets in southwest Afghanistan, where attacks have triggered massive anti-American protests across Pakistan. Now Washington uses its unmanned aircraft to conduct air raids in several other Muslim countries, including Afghanistan, Yemen, and Somalia. The U.S. claims that its attacks target militants, but reports on the ground show that most of the victims are civilian.
Is responsible for killing your brother? That's why I said he that their Islamic extremism and the mutation of the time were both equally responsible for the assassination of Al-Qaeda issued the instructions Vision Sharif to sabotage Canada's security when he knew there was going to be attacks to shoot be eliminated.
Is that in Pakistan?
Yes.
That building?
गेटवे टावर्स इन्हीं की एक जिद्दत का थी। शीशे और मेटल से जगमगाती 16 मंजिला इमारत गेटवे टावर जदीद फन तामीर का नाज़िम नमूना है। मुख्तलिफ फ्लोर्स के दरमियान सफर के लिए तेज रफ्तार की असूलियत से दिलकश मनाज़िर और बलाई मंजिलों की गैलरी से शानदार शहर का हसीन नज़ारा।
Translator.
टावर्स के पहले 5 फ्लोर खरीदार की सहूलियत के ऐन मुताबिक शॉपिंग मॉल के लिए मुख्तस
क्या है?
पाकिस्तान में पहला प्रोजेक्ट जहां शॉपिंग के दौरान खरीदारों को फ्लोर्स पर घूमने के लिए और ऐसा इसके अलावा शॉपिंग के साथ साथ तफरीह तबाह के लिए फ्लोर पर ओपन एयर एट्रियम्स गेटवे टावर्स पाकिस्तान का पहला जदीद तामीराती प्रोजेक्ट है जिसमें ओपन एयर एट्रियम्स बनाए गए। सिर्फ गेटवे टावर्स आपके कारोबार की जरूरत के मुताबिक दुकानें ऑफर करता है। ये दुकानें जूलरी, कपड़े, मोबाइल फोन, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और ताकि ब्रांडेड शॉप्स भी हो सकती हैं। गेटवे टावर्स में आप अपने कारोबार के लिए मौजूद दुकान ढूंढ सकते हैं। यही आपके कारोबार के लिए बेहतरीन जगह है। गेटवे टावर्स में शॉपिंग के अलावा भी बहुत कुछ है। एक मुकम्मल फ्लोर तफरीह सरगर्मियों, बना मिनी सिनेमा।
Alright, actually we can ask Fahad to translate for us actually. But later our friend Irfan will briefly explain what they are talking about there. So we hope this short video able to switch a little bit our perspective on Pakistan. That Pakistan is not all about Osama bin Laden, but much more than that. Okay, over now to Irfan, please.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, brother and sister. Explaining my part, I need your full attention. Please, really. Okay? Brother, look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Sister, please, look at my eyes. Please, okay? Okay? Brother and sister, by showing this video, okay, we actually want to change your mind. Want to change your brain base about Pakistan. Okay? Pakistan is not about war only. Pakistan is not about conflict only. Okay? So, what do we want to explain actually in this gorgeous presentation? What do we want to explain further in this presentation? Be patient, brothers and sisters. I will explain step by step. Okay? We will start with the background study. Do you know what is the background study? Do you know what is the background study? Actually, I really don't need your answer actually. To know that definition, just enjoy the next video. Okay?
Welcome to our gorgeous presentation. Brother and sister, do you know what the background study is? What? You don't know? Okay, guys, I'll tell you. Background study is like the area of research in which your work belongs. Okay? It's like an introduction. An introduction that the writer or the authors will create. Brother and sister, do we really need the background study? Of course, God. The first is to provide a context for your problem. Second one, it gives you information to the recent topic. And the last one, to lay the broad foundation for your recent topic. Any other question? No? No? Okay then, see you. Bye.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. I'm so sorry. The answer bad. Okay, next. Okay. What is actually consumption type? Remember, our title is consumption type, consumption style toward shopping behavior in Pakistan. Okay. Firstly, I just want to define what is consumption type. It's actually like consumer specific characteristic. Okay, characteristic. You can say style. Yeah? Why they are buying something. So, consumer style. It can, what we call it, we can know, we can understand the consumer behavior. Okay? It's like a decision process why they are buying some product. Next. And why consumption style here? The first one, to understand the consumer buying behavior. Okay? No, never mind. Go on. Okay, sister. To understand consumer behavior. So, by explaining, by knowing about the consumption style, we can understand the buyer's, not intention actually, the buyer's pattern. Okay. So, it will, especially for marketers and also for advertising agency, they really need this kind of consumption style. Because, you know what? Because they need like to find the strategy, how to catch, how to like cater their segment consumer. And the next one, as I said, is to segment market. The segment market. As I mentioned before, okay, in order to create a proper marketing concept, I always remember the unforgettable class, the marketing class, about marketing mix, about everything, product life cycle, and everything. We have to know. We have to segmentize our market in order to we have to focus and get a proper strategy. Next. And why that young adult? Actually, in Pakistan, young adult is a large and rising market, and it representing your mark. Now later on we can confirm with Brother Khairat. Next is, do you know what is objective of the study? No. Really no? Actually, listen, okay? It will be explained by our brother Zebri. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Irfan. I think I cannot keep up to the level. Okay, I'll try my best to present the next topic, one objective. To start with, for this section, we have a review to explain what's the definition. Voice? Yeah.
An objective is a specific result that represents how a system is to achieve and to end a process.
So is it clear what's objective, the definition of objective? So basically, it's
You are you don't need to complete the volume. You stand for us.
so the objective is something. It's a specific outcome the researcher wants to do with limited resources and limited time frame. So basically that's the objective. So I will run through the objective in detail. For this specific research is to provide an understanding about adolescents, the young adults, and how they decide making decision of consumer, male and female in Karachi, which enable organizations like market research, producer, manufacturer decide or make strategies on how to cater for this specific youth consumer in Pakistan. So basically that's the idea of this research done by the three researchers. So next, I will pass it to Hafiza on the research.
Alright, here we come out with two questions. The first one is, what factors that influence youth consumption behavior, especially in the Karachi? And the second one is, which gender, either female or male, that are more socially influenced and rely on media? We want to know which gender. Alright. Meanwhile, the problem statement here, we have come out, we want to know about the consumption behavior among young adults toward their shopping behavior. Meanwhile, the other one is, we also want to investigate what are the variables that can measure the consumption style among young adults, especially in Karachi. Then I move on to the literature review. Is Brother Delil.
Okay, I'm back. My part now is literature review. There is a reason actually why we have some bricks over there. First of all, if you can answer our question correctly, we will give to you. Secondly, if you think that your question to us is good question, we may give also to you. The third one is that if we are thirsty, we will drink. And then the most important, I think, we need to prep our professor. Okay. Not yet. Okay, literature review. First question. Anyone please help me? What is literature review? Okay, let's compare your answer. Not yet. Let's compare first the answer with my 8 years old sons.
Literature review review is a step-by-step process that involves the identification of published and unpublished work from secondary data sources on the topic of interest, the evaluation of this work in relation to the problem, and the documentation of this work. Literal review would prevent such a waste of resources in reinventing the wheel.
Thank you. Does she deserve this drink? Okay, just give it, yes. Okay, thanks. We'll move on now. So, literature review of this research, there are about 15 previous works that they quoted in this article. But a little bit disappointing actually, this article is they're very short, and the literature review is not properly elaborated and not properly linked to the topic that they're going to explain in the later stage. But anyway, I think they have done a lot of reading before doing this project anyway. So out of the 15 literature that they have quoted here, we can group them into two categories. The first one is the literatures about why important to conduct this kind of research. So they quoted about 6 previous works on this. The second part of literature review is more on the same or similar research has been done previously by others researchers. And so they also put here some conclusion of the previous works. Let's move on now to go into more detail quickly. This is the first part, why important to conduct this research. First, from so many writers there says that it is important to obtain information and develop awareness about the consumer buying behavior. Next. Here we go again. We are also talking about GSI, the same TV series actually, Consumer Style Inventory Scale. This is basically the theory developed by Kendall and Sprouse in 1986. What they did is that they tested and retested to American female, audience actually, and then they come up with 8 factors of the, dimension that influence how and why people buy something. And this research has been confirmed lately by two Indian researchers in 2012. They just produced the research, result this year, 2013, where they review all the works done by researchers across the world based on this theory, and they confirm that this theory is very strong theory because out of 8 factors, there are 5 factors is really homogeneous. They don't change for all nationality, sex, religions, and all those things. So very strong theory. Next. There are numerous reasons young adults under consideration for research throughout words, especially about their consumption style. This is not really important. Move on. Young adults try to reinforce their own personal behavior. So basically, they are in the stage of transitional. Basically. Next. Most choices available to consumer are under influence of one or more spatial decision-making style. Next. This quite old research done by Ward in 1973. Most of us have not been, was not born yet. That policymakers, academicians, and multinational organizations targeting youth are very keen to learn about their consumption pattern. Next. This is the second group of the literature review, that the literature that they use in this research, which is about findings of previous studies. Next, please. First, education enhance the awareness level of young adults by John 1999. Next. Youth of developing countries are under influence of Western media, and this is said by Ward in 1973. I think it's maybe still valid at the moment. The consumption style among young adults have been studied in several countries. They did it the same, most of them using CSI actually, in the United States of America, South Korea, New Zealand, Germany, China, Greece, and India. And again, Kendall said the consumption style varies between male and female. Interesting. Well, maybe. Then young adults actually under strong manipulating from their families, friends, and colleagues, especially on their consumption pattern. The cultures and society are also very strong factors which influence the consumption. This basically confirm also the previous group presentation. Next. Research indicates that parents who were wealthier, they allow their children to spend amount independently. Of course lah, you have a lot of money. Next.
Are you Indonesian or Malaysian?
I'm Indonesian.
But you say lah. Malaysian like to say lah.
I've been in Malaysia for 2.5 years now. So lah is my first Malaysian word lah. La. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The next one. Next please. Young people influenced by many factors, family, friends, culture, society, all those things. Move on. Family, friends, again, two major social factors, family and friends. Next. And general consumer goals included teaching their kids about relationship of what they pay for goods and service and in exchange what quality they receive. Next, I think this is the last one. So let's move on to the theoretical frameworks. If I offer to you.
I think before I forgot, I want to say that your literature is marvelous.
Thank you.
Okay guys, do you know what is the theoretical framework? Okay, if you don't know, let me explain. What is the theoretical framework? Theoretical framework is the basis of the hypothesis that you will develop. Here, the theoretical framework represents your belief on how certain phenomena are related to each other and an explanation of why you believe that these variables are associated with each other. It means the independent variable and dependent variable. Now we know what is the definition of the theoretical framework. Let's back to the article. Let's back to the article. As we know, the understanding customer consumption style is very important for organization and marketing team. And in this article, the dependent variable is the consumption style among young adults, where the consumption style will be affected by independent variable. The second one, the independent variable, they have 8 independent variables. The first is the perfectionist customer, and then the second is question consciousness. The third is confused over twist consumer. The fourth is brand consciousness. Next is recreational consumer. And then next is impulsive consumer. Then the seventh is shopping influence. The last is the release on media. For the number 1 until 6, this is the category, the variable we said consumption style put in the consumption style inventory. And then for the last 2, the independent variables we put, the researcher put in the behavior characteristic. That's all my part.
So now we coming to the research methodology. So again, let's start with the video, the definition of methodology. In case of moving to the research methodology, after we have identified the variable in the problem situation and we have developed the theoretical framework, so the next step is to design the research in such a way that data can be collected and analyzed in order to arrive at the solution. We're going to talk about that more in our virtual presentation. See you. So now we coming to our study that we have done. Studied. So our study started. They conduct the survey by convenience sampling. So they conduct of 1,048 they conducted give the surveys to the student in the Karachi University, various university in the Karachi. After that, they analyze the data by the SPSS, and we will talk about this more in the analysis part.
Is that my turn? Okay. Thank you, Kawan Chai. Now we're going to go to the boring part, in which we will discuss about the hypothesis, analysis, and finding. Okay. I think I can start my job to this boy.
Must be edited for its purposes, testable, and better than its value. Hypothesis testing usually explain the nature of certain relationships or establish the differences among groups or independence of two or more relations.
Okay, basically, this is the hypothesis of the project. This is the hypothesis of the project, in which the project having two hypotheses, H1 and H2. In detail, they have a few. They go up to 8 hypotheses, in which number 1, H1, female consumer attitudes to shopping are more socially influenced. I see. Do you think the spelling is correct? Hypothesis. Oh, I'm not good. Oh, this one, that little boy doing this. Okay. So sorry. I will not do this. Okay, social influence, testing, probably the female influenced by the social, rely on media as compared to male. H2 is female consumers are more perfectionist, is that fashion conscious, brand conscious, recreational, impulsive, confused over choice as compared to male. These 6 RCSI are the what we call the job done by the previous researchers, and these 2 are the new variables infused into this project for the purpose to study all together. Is this Pakistanis? I'm not so sure. They said Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Is that the translation? Sorry? Is that the translation? Yes. Okay, basically the analysis. Based on the analysis in comparing between 2 items which are male and female, the researchers use independent sample t-test. I have a quiz over here. Do you understand? Anyone over here have an idea when and why we are using the independent sample t-test? Sister? Okay, sister. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, what we're gonna use? Anyone? Another question? Okay. Basically, they are using the independent sample t-test because they are comparing between 2 means, only 2 variables available over here, which is male and female. The test shows that means are equal against group and all the hypotheses are significant for the study. That means all the questions that belong to the audience are reliable for the study. Next. Okay, this is the analysis given and done. The standard deviations are more than 0.7 for both male and female. Now the supplied data are relevant for this project. However, there are significant differences between means for male and female, which indicated that there was a significant difference between male and female consumption style towards shopping behavior. I think all of you are agreed that we male and female are indifferent. That's why we are being here to complete or to compete. To compete right between each other. There is no quiz for that. Okay, the analysis. The table shows that the means of female are higher than male in some variable. Here it properly. They are higher in some variables such as shopping influence. Women are shopping influence, fashion conscious, recreational, choice. Women are very confused upon their choice. Males are more reliant on media. Males are perfectionists. Males are prank conscious. Males are impulsive. So this little I pass the job to this little boy again.
Money is something that has to be
Okay, Russell. Wow, you say the first class, you doing the same thing. Do you
Finding is something that has to be found.
Finding is something that to be found. Okay, next. Yes, this is our findings. Very simple, very straightforward, which is female consume attitudes to shopping are more socially influenced as compared to men. They rejected the second infused variable, which is rely on media. That means female are not relying to the are less relying to the media as compared to the social influence. This is what I try to merge between our study against the first group, which is they are talking about the second variable, which is social norm, something, is that? Subjective norm, yes. Which is, I believe that subjective norm is about influenced by the others. Okay. Female consumers are more fashion conscious. They are more trendy. They are recreational, but they are confused over choice as compared to male consumers. So sorry. Okay. Number one, accepted. Number two, rejected. Number three, rejected. Number four, accepted. These are pointed. This is pointed. It's not functional. Oh, low battery. Okay, never mind. I go to the next finding. It's repeating the thing. I think I can. It's the same thing. Then I pass over to my friend.
I think we just keep the video. I think everybody understand what conclusion is. I think it's good. Okay, so we go directly. So basically, what the researcher have done is met the objective. So basically, young adults, they are very conscious, they're well aware of fashion, brand, and the consumption of apparel products, and they are very decisive. They take decisions themselves based on whatever is the environment around them. So what the findings like mentioned earlier, females are more socially fashionable, more creational, and confused of the choice. So they cannot decide. There are too many choices. Make it difficult to choose the choice. Next, and finding what males are significantly more likely to rely on media. They are perfectionists, brand conscious, and impulsive. So basically, the research, what we have done by these three individuals, they met the objective. But there are some limitations. Because market researcher, I think, can't rely on these research findings alone. Because what has been done by researcher is they have done only in Karachi. They are targeting age of between 18 to 24. They are targeting educated young adults in university. And they have focused in Karachi, where the cosmopolitan city, the biggest city in Karachi, in Pakistan. So in order for the marketeer or researcher to have more comprehensive findings, they should expand the survey or the sample of the population, where they include other cities, because Karachi more cosmopolitan compared to Islamabad, Faizabad, and other cities. So the other cities might be more conservative in terms of the young adults, because in Pakistan they are basically majority Muslim. So the finding might be different. There are a lot of differences. And then they can do the research looking at other groups, young older groups, or even younger age. So those are the things that the limitation of this research. But met the objective and feel that they have basically served the findings